Hey, welcome to another episode of Jim's Moscow Beer Review, second update. It's been a while since the first one came out anyway, but it's been rather busy, not really, but been visiting friends and family in the countryside and, being here and there, not really in the city the whole time. And I do try different beers as I go places, but didn't really have the time to sit down and film a proper review. For today I've got a beer, not really new for me. I've tried it once some time ago, but this is Baltika number 8 and it's a Hefeweiss beer. It's a Russian version of the beer. I remember it being alright, nothing special. Finally I'm going to be able to use a proper glass for this style, because I got, as I was talking earlier, I was planning to get this and I got this. It's a Weiss pint glass essentially. It's a half litre, but you get some space for the head, so essentially it's a pint glass. It's a nice and tall half style glass. I did try the beer itself, but I didn't really have time to film a proper beer review again, so I'm going to do it when I come back to Montreal and sit down and do a proper review of that. But it was a good beer. I've discovered earlier in the year, I'm not really a fan of Hefs as much as I were before, but still enjoy them. I found that it's a very, very, very fine example of style. But for today we're going to try Baltika number 8. Baltika is I think it's one of the biggest beer brewers in the country here, and even though it's foreign owned, it's still considered one of the classics. They've been making beer for only about 20 years, but they've won over the population quite a bit. They make about 10 to 12 year-round beers, and this is number 8. This is the new bottle design they came out with a few years ago, maybe last year, and it's a half-litre bottle, 5% ABV. Nothing really. Well, there's a description if I translate it. Baltika Selected, which is they call half their beer that for some reason, is a collection of beer styles with a full flavour which you can enjoy. Good. Baltika Wheat number 8 is an unfiltered beer with a nice pleasant aroma and rich head, brewed according to some special recipe supposedly. So let's crack it open and review it. I'm going to be using a special beer opener today. So let's get reviewing beer opener. I got it in London. It's an underground / mind the gap kind of thing. It's nice. Open it up. I've tried about 8 Baltika so far. I've tried number 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 9. They actually export number 3, which is just a standard lager, to Toronto and to Ontario, not to Montreal anymore, unfortunately. Now I'm going to try to pour this properly, but I think this is a bit too foamy even for Hef. And I can already kind of smell a banana pear kind of aroma. Interesting. It's more pear than banana. So swirl out the rest of the bottle to get the yeast on top, to get a proper Hefeweiss and appearance, if you will. There you go, plenty of head. As far as the colour goes, reminds me of pear juice or something like that. So actually in England I tried a real nice apple, unfiltered, unpasteurized apple juice. It looked something like that. So pale yellow but really, really cloudy appearance. I see loads of bubbles rising up, so I'd say medium to high carbonation. About 3, 4, however you want to call this finger, head. Nice marshmallow appearance on top. Smells like a Weizen, nothing specifically different. Banana close, not too spicy, I think just well balanced. I guess the head kind of masks that pear aroma I was able to smell in the beginning, but very fruity and wheaty as well. Cheers. Nice glassy. I love it. Surprisingly, really good. As I've said, I've tried it once, I think 2 years ago, last year, and I had it straight from the bottle, so didn't really experience the whole thing, I guess. Nice and refreshing, nice and crisp. As crisp as a Hefeweizen can get, I guess. Getting quite a few different things going on. I get the banana, get some pear as well, even lemon notes. Very sparkly as well. Crisp mouthfeel, I guess. And quite frankly, I suppose this is a very good example. Different from Schneider Weiss. I tried it yesterday actually. It was good, but it's very different. Different from most German ones I've tried. But I think I reviewed that König Ludwig Weiss beer, one of my first reviews I did. This is a step above that, in my opinion. Perfect summer drink, perfect summer beer. You know what, Baltika don't really make exceptional beers, but this is very decent. It's good. Come back to you in a few moments, but let's look at the lacing. It's nice. But yeah, it's good. Above average beer, that's for sure. Not world class, I guess, but it's definitely worth it to be what is it called and what it's marked. Okay, I'm back. Can I say I'm kind of impressed with this beer actually. I remember it was being alright, but I don't really remember it being good. That's why you always should drink, if you can, always should drink your beers from glass, especially if you have a proper style glass. Nice appearance, nice taste, nice mouthfeel, nice drinkability. I've done some notes which I'll later post on Beer Advocate. But you know what, it's a good beer. That's what I can say, very good beer. You get enough crispness, enough fruitiness, enough wheat, enough. Everything's balanced, everything's there. Maybe less spice you get with this beer, but it's more of a characteristic than a must-have. Not all halves are equally spicy. That's what makes them interesting to try. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Actually, very good beer, above average. Well above average actually. So that's ironic because it's Baltika 8. I'm going to get an 8 out of 10 from me. But that does it for this review really. All I can say is this is a good beer, and they do export this to the States, so if you're in the States, check it out. It's well worth it. Good half actually. Maybe a bit different from the German tradition, but it's close enough and has a bit of a local character to it. But good beer. Cheers. So that's about it for this episode. I don't know when I'm going to be able to make another one from here, but I'll always see you sometime later. As a bonus material, stay tuned. I'll show you the view from my window. It's spectacular in a way. Cheers. Right, so that's the view from the window. Right now you're looking at the city centre, even though it's partially covered by the buildings over there. You can barely see Kremlin towers, at least one of them. Actually, I see two. You can also see the central cathedral in Russia, Christ the Saviour. It's a huge golden dome over there. And this is a nut house. Actually, they treat mental people there. Right in front of my face. It's quite ironic. I grew up here, and it's been real quiet. That's why probably. Over there, you can't really see where the river, Moscow River, is, and loads of construction going on. Quite a few trees over here, which is nice. It's a more recent thing, I think. So it's not the greenest city in the planet. It's not too bad actually now. So yeah, that's about it.